Today I have a review for some products that use authentic Ethiopian spice blends. This is the Horn traditional Ethiopian hot sauce. Now this is the hot version, uses Berbere spice, and they have a hotter version which uses the Mitmita Ethiopian spice. Keep watching and you'll learn more about these spice blends. What's going on, guys? It's Bill Moore back again with another product to review for you guys. Now I think that this is going to be another one of my favorites for the year. It seems recently I've really received some very unique products that just stand out from a lot of other products that I've reviewed this year, and this one is one of them. This is the Horn. This is a traditional Ethiopian hot sauce. Just love that label on there. I guess that's a rhinoceros with the horn. Now it comes in two versions. This is the hot, which is using the very popular Berbere Ethiopian spice. And it also comes in a hotter version because I'd never heard of Mitmita. This is another Ethiopian spice blend that uses hotter peppers and possibly fewer spices than Berbere. I'd always heard of Berbere, but I'd never heard of Mitmita. And this is the hotter version. So let's go ahead and get into this, guys. I want to read a little bit about them from the website. Now these products were sent to me from the owner and the creator, Sumir Bezaba. Hope I'm pronouncing that right. There's a picture of Sumir right there with his lovely wife, Stella. And I want to go ahead and read. It says, creating this one-of-a-kind hot sauce from fresh Berbere and Mitmita spices native to my paternal Ethiopian homeland wasn't enough. I knew from a young age I wanted to partner with my family in Ethiopia who work in import and export, but I was never sure from what form the business would take. My whole life I was wondering how I could incorporate my family's and my dad's legacy in something I'm doing here in America. In establishing the Horn hot sauce, I found a chance to become my own boss and expose the world to Ethiopian cuisine, while also honoring my family's ties to the country. The story of the Horn is inseparable from the Bezaba family history, and in many ways, its origins predate my birth by 2 generations. Despite my success in athletes and academics, I felt unfulfilled until at age 20, I saved up money and took a semester off school to visit my family in Ethiopia. The experience of living with my aunt changed my life. My life took a complete 180. I realized there was so much more to life than the daily hustle. I knew I had to be connected in a deeper fashion. Although I had always eaten Ethiopian food in America, it wasn't until I tasted my aunt's cooking that I realized the full potential of the food. The freshness of my aunt's Mitmita and Berbere spices amazed me. I knew immediately that I wanted to start a business with my family in Ethiopia as a means to honor my father and to grow closer with my relatives. That is awesome. I had an idea for a hot sauce made from my aunt's family recipe and sourced with fresh ingredients directly from my family in Ethiopia and created the Horn hot sauce. Although the Horn hot sauce might not be the only commercially available hot sauce to incorporate fresh Berbere and Mitmita spices native to Ethiopia, it is in no way a typical gimmicky sauce. While many hot sauces overpower foods with obscene heat, the Horn is designed to complement food. The hot sauce can add flavor to anything from meat and egg dishes to vegetarian dishes. The Horn is all natural, chemical-free, and made with ingredients hand-picked by my family. The freshness of the ingredients means that my sauce is the closest to authentic Ethiopian spice that you can find in America. So get out there and taste the Horn. And that's where you can find these products, guys. TasteTheHorn.com. Sincerely, Sumir Bezaba, founder. All right, that is awesome. So let's go ahead and get into these. I just love products that are so unique, that really focus on the flavor of an area or a cuisine or a region, country, different parts of the world. I just love that. So I was really excited to get these. And here's what it says on the side of the bottle. It's a little bit more information. I know this is a lot, but I just want to read this. It says, at the northernmost point in Ethiopia rests the city of of Tigray. Here you'll find a generations-old family recipe for Ethiopian Berbere and Mitmita hot sauce and spice seasoning, made from the finest spices and hand-blended to perfection. The Horn hot sauce and spice seasoning is sure to tantalize your palate. Level up your favorite foods. Try it on meats, poultry, vegetable, pizza, pasta, eggs, and vegan friendly. Taste the Horn. Okay, well, let's get into this one, guys. Now, this is the hot one. This one is made with the very popular Berbere spices. So let's go ahead and find out what ingredients are in this one, guys. The sodium is low on each of these. There's only 25 milligrams for each of these hot sauces, and the ingredients are pretty much the same, but it says the Berbere is a spice mixture whose constitute elements usually include chili peppers, coriander, garlic, ginger, basil, korima, I believe I'm pronouncing that right, which is Ethiopian coriander, rue, ajwain or radhuni, nagella, and fenugreek. I probably butchered half those words. Sorry about that. It is a key ingredient to the cuisines of Ethiopia. So the ingredients on this one, guys, we start off with carrots, tomato, water. Then we have that Berbere seasoning, onion, lime juice, distilled white vinegar, olive oil, and Himalayan salt. So it's vegan and gluten-free. Now I can tell by just the ingredients that this is going to be a kind of a thick, rich, creamy hot sauce. As you can see, everything, you probably can't see it moving in there, but it is. Everything is just completely pureed up. And that olive oil is giving it a nice, slight, creamy consistency to it. But let's go ahead and smell the Berbere. Now, one thing that's really amazing about these hot sauces is that you got to take your time with this. Sometimes when you smell something, the first impression is, what is that? What am I getting here? Do I like that? So the aroma on this one just comes across as very earthy, very floral, very fragrant, slightly sweet, slightly smoky. And it really does a fantastic job of focusing on that Ethiopian Berbere spice. And I think that's what Samir really wanted to focus on, is just bring the flavor of the spice mix, the spice seasoning in a hot sauce form that's pourable. But wow, this is amazing. Very, very unique smell. Not really sweet. Slightly peppery, but I believe I'm picking up on that, the coriander in here, the all of the spice blends, the basil, the ginger, the garlic. Very floral, very fragrant, earthy, slightly bitter in a good way. You're just getting that real in-your-face, rich, kind of a concentrated spice aroma. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the Horn. This is the hot one, the Berbere. So this is a nice, smooth, thick, rich sauce. All right, here we go. Straight up. Wow. Now when you swallow this, you are really getting the flavor and the concentration of that Berbere spice. Slightly creamy, slightly bitter in a good way. Then you just get that flavor of all those spices coming together. A little bit peppery. You're getting a little bit of heat from the peppers. I don't know what kind of peppers they use in this one, but it's not as hot as the one in the Mitmita, which we'll get into next. But here's what I did with this one, guys. I know this is a type of hot sauce I could tell that would be so good on grilled meats, chicken, steak, lamb, I think just about anything. But first up, I had this one on a grilled cheeseburger, and that was fantastic. Just really different, but it just added some really unique flavors to that cheeseburger. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into the second one, guys. This is the hotter version, the Mitmita. It says Mitmita spice is a powdered seasoning mix used in Ethiopia. It is orange, red in color, and contains ground African bird's eye chili peppers. So that's why the Mitmita is hotter than the Berbere, because it uses hotter peppers. Ethiopian cardamom, and I believe that's pronounced korima. Different than regular cardamom. Ethiopian korima or cardamom is larger, I believe, darker color. They even use it to flavor coffees. It's going to have a little bit of a smokiness to it, a little bit of floral bitterness to it. And also they use cloves and salt. It occasionally has other spices including cinnamon, cumin, and ginger. But I think overall, the difference in the Mitmita and the Berbere is, number one, they're using hotter chili peppers. And I believe for the most part with Mitmita, they might be using a few less spices than the Berbere. So here's the ingredients. Once again, 25 milligrams of sodium. The ingredients are carrots, tomato, water, Berbere seasoning, onion, lime juice, distilled white vinegar, Mitmita seasoning. So this one's using both olive oil and Himalayan salt. All right, let's go ahead and look at this one. This one might seem a little bit darker for some reason, maybe not, but same consistency. Nice, rich, dark color, smooth and creamy. All right, well, let's taste the horn again. Smell it first. Now, the aroma is basically the same as the Berbere, the hot version. I'm not really getting much of a different aroma. Maybe just a little bit more smoky, a little bit deeper. But this one, let's go ahead and do a spoonful of this one. Here we go. See how this is just going to really pour on your food and really stick to it? All right. Wow. So different. Actually, it comes across as not only earthy, but just slightly nutty in a way. I just love it. Now this one, definitely, those bird's eye chili peppers definitely have more of a fire, a little bit more of a sting in the mouth. You can kind of feel that right away. So this is definitely bumped up in the heat department. I think this one, using both the Berbere and the Mitmita, I think I might like this one a little bit better. It just seems more richer. This is very rich, concentrated hot sauce, a little bit kind of an oily base, but this is not vinegary thin. This is not your typical hot sauce. I think the Horn, Sumir, you've done an awesome job with really showcasing the rich, complex flavors of those two different Ethiopian spice blend, the Berbere and the Mitmita. Just a fantastic job of really capturing the richness and the concentration of that in a bottle that people could just use and pour on their food. Now this one I just had on some scrambled eggs, and it was really, really delicious. But I believe these would really shine, and using these to cook up something, maybe some kebabs, whether it's chicken or steak or lamb. Put this in some hearty stews, rich stews and soups. I think it would be fantastic. Heat on these, I think I would give the Berbere a 2 out of 10. And it's just kicked up a little bit, maybe a 3, maybe a low 4 out of 10. So this one just gives you a little bit more spice. But I think because it uses both the Berbere and the Mitmita, seems a little bit richer, a little bit more deeper and darker or richer flavors is what I'm trying to say. But highly recommended, guys. Check this company out. You can find them at tastethehorn.com. That link will be down in the description. Sumir, thank you so much for letting me review these. I greatly appreciate it. Guys, stay tuned for a whole lot more. And until the next time, make sure you enjoy the burn. We'll see you on the next video.